South Jersey bad boys.
Kept it classic.
That's a nice classic, just clean to the point.
You've been throwing some curveballs in there the last couple
just really
episodes.
trying to go after haters that tell us to stop singing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Look, it's a great theme song, and you can hate on it all you want, but the reality is the people love it.
Yeah, exactly. They can't get enough of it. Some people just tune in to hear us sing that in the beginning. So also might be having a theme song that like kind of chopped and screwed a little bit from Bad Boy of the podcast, Troy, almost 100% podcast host himself, Seipel. You know Troy, old Bad Boy Troy.
I do actually.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing his podcast soon.
Yeah, old Mike Persons is doing it tonight. He's got a bunch of the doggy dogs on there, but he said he would screw around with some stuff on there.
Really?
He's like an audio engineer kind of guy. He sent me a sample of some song he put out like 20 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, when he was in the streets on the rap game and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, he's got a little hip hop background.
Yeah. And from that, I don't know if he was just kidding around in the song, but he sent me a song. It was pretty good for putting it together.
Really?
Like, completely beat and everything all together himself. So yeah. So
wow.
Yeah, we got a bad boy who's going to put together a little bad song of ours. So
speaking of bad boys, what does your shirt say?
Oh, it says Pigeon Daddy, and it's a pigeon on the side.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, it's just a pigeon, and it says Pigeon Daddy. I have no idea what it means, but I got it on eBay a couple years ago.
No, what a steal.
Yeah, it was softly used, gently used is what they said. It was a large, great quality.
Gently used because nobody else would ever wear that.
It's probably just used as some guy's semen rag for a few weeks, that's why there's some stains on the inside. But either way, for $8, I mean, you can't beat it. Where else can you find a shirt that says Pigeon Daddy for $8?
Literally nowhere.
Yeah, maybe a Goodwill, but how are you going to find it? Found it on, eBay around the holidays. It's a great, you can find some steals on there. Some people call it the Craigslist of the internet.
This is why Rachel never has to worry about you cheating on her, because you wear stuff like that where if you go out in public, you repel women.
Oh, yeah.
By just the attire.
Oh, yeah.
A woman at the bar, she walks in, she sees a guy in a Pigeon Daddy t-shirt and grass cutter Under Armour sneaks.
Fuck yeah.
She's going to go, I got to get me a piece of that.
And some...
And Rach is going, I fucking dare you.
Dark blue Kohl's jeans with some Pigeon Daddy merch on.
Your whole merch is a bargain.
And a Duke hat, too. If this was a Duke lacrosse hat, the women would definitely run the other way.
Yeah.
But, yeah. She doesn't have to wear, yeah, I'm a little lacrosse daddy there. I need to go, when I go down there, I'll get you a Duke lacrosse shirt, just for shits and gigs. But
yeah.
Get one off they got a nice clearance rack in the bookstore.
Honestly,
there.
I would go for a Pigeon Daddy t-shirt over a Duke lacrosse shirt. If you see any more bargains.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you know when I scope out your boy. When I scope out eBay. Yeah.
Fuck
yeah. My boy on there, Yakitori, has a great collection of shirts that mean random nonsense, but
Yakitori boy.
Yeah, Yakitori boy, $69.69 on eBay. Check out his store.
Yakitori boy is a good karaoke.
It is, yeah, right in it's right on Arch Street, I believe, right?
Not sure.
It's somewhere right around Chinatown there, 10th and Arch maybe, near the convention center.
Yeah. Okay. Me personally, I'm a South Jersey bad boy, so I'm not aware of the Philadelphia streets you're speaking.
If we could get a karaoke bar in South Jersey that has, I don't want to say Chinese, it might have been Chinese, I want to say it's Japanese though. It's in Chinatown. That's what confuses me. So I don't mean any...
There is a karaoke, possibly Japanese karaoke place in South Jersey. I believe it's in Collingswood.
Really? Where in Collingswood would that be?
I think it's on Haddon Ave.
Fuck, really? Where?
Yeah.
It must be a hidden gem.
It's down there. It might not be. I'm pretty sure it's on Haddon Ave.
Damn.
I forget the name off the top at the MoMA, but I'll find out.
At the MoMA.
And maybe we'll do a little... once we get to a certain episode thread count, we'll do a little celebration there.
Do a little drive-by.
Yeah.
Show up in our Too Fast, Too Furious cars. Do some burnouts outside.
Do some burnouts in our South Jersey Bad Boys merch.
Yeah.
Maybe some Pigeon Daddy shirts.
Pigeon Daddy shirt. We'll show up in my Mitsubishi Lancer. You got one of those things? I got it all decked out. Neon lights under it. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Japanese? Mitsubishi?
I'm guessing. I don't know. My Toyota. You got a Toyota? Oh, we're all set.
We're
Perfect.
good.
I don't know why, but karaoke bars are like some of those, like, and they have the private rooms. They're historic historically Japanese. Like, you don't see an Irish karaoke bar.
No.
No.
Yeah, that's just a bar.
Yeah, that's just a,
It's just a bar with a lot of drunks singing.
Yeah, a lot of drunks drinking Guinness and Smittix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like a Smittix. I just had one in Boston for the first time.
Oh, yeah. How was the old batch party?
I'll tell you what, man. I drank some beers.
You did?
I drank plenty of beers for the both of us because I'm a fucking man.
Yeah, you popped a couple caps.
I popped a couple of caps, popped a couple of cherries. That's a joke.
Yeah, let's hear it. What,
Oh, yeah.
Were you on the campus of Boston University, Boston College,
No.
Harvard, maybe?
No, stayed away from most campuses, just in case.
Yeah.
Harvard hasn't let me on, since they put me on the waiting list.
You're still on the waiting list?
Still on the waiting list, still waiting.
Yeah.
Patiently waiting, Harvard. Get back to me.
Yeah.
And it was awesome, dude. It was super fun. Never had been to Boston before, but it was just like cleaner version of Philly.
Yeah. And a little, how's the racism? Similar, a little more, a little less?
I would say probably more because it's very white.
Very
it's
white.
One of the hottest cities I've ever been in. In terms of cities, Boston is up there as probably the whitest.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was very nice. It was fun. We actually did hit a karaoke bar.
Yeah.
While we were there, and you better believe I tore the fucking roof off the place with. What do you think I sang?
Ooh, give me a genre of what it was.
It is an 80s ballad.
Okay, so it's either going to be Bohemian Rhapsody or I'd Do Anything for Love by Meatloaf.
Good guesses. I'll give you another hint. It's in a comedy movie.
Oh, fuck. A ballad, an 80s ballad.
There's a wedding band in a comedy movie that sings it.
Oh, it's the Dan band that did.
Yes.
They were in all the Todd Phillips movies, but what song specific was it? Bonnie.
Yes.
What's her name? I know.
Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Total Eclipse of the Heart. Yeah.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified. The rest is coming down. I fucking need you more than ever.
I was gonna ask, did you sing the Dan band version? Were they?
I did, and the people ate it up, dude. There's a bunch of college kids in there that were like, "Oh, he fucking did. He's doing it from Old School." Yeah.
Do the college kids know the movie Old School?
They did. Well, there was, by they I mean two guys.
Yeah.
Two guys that really were digging me. Nobody else seemed to care.
Did they buy any Cosmopolitans?
No, but we chatted it up. There's some good guys. If you guys are listening, great talk that night. But they understood me.
Fuck yeah.
And man, it was fun.
Damn, you probably didn't even need the lyrics on the screen though. You're like, you can shut those off. I got this.
That's my go-to karaoke song.
Nice.
Every now and then I get a little bit terrified. The rest is going down.
Now, did you do any actual physical spinning around or turning around there?
No, I just kind of threw in the F word throughout, like classic Dan band style.
Yeah.
I fucking need you now tonight. I fucking need you more than ever. And it's a classic hit.
Fuck yeah, it is.
People love it, dude.
And I love in the movie when they don't even realize it. All the movies,
Yeah,
The Hangover, they kind of look. They're like, wait a second. Yeah,
It's so funny that band, the Dan band, is a band that became like they specifically do. They're a wedding band specifically for movies.
Yeah, and they do, but they actually do weddings. I looked it up.
Oh, really?
Around the time of my wedding, I was like,
how much would they cost, you think?
I think it was like
Probably a lot.
It was in the 10,000 plus range.
Okay,
But when you're thinking
that's
of
not that.
live bands for a wedding, cost that.
Yeah,
I mean,
like just in general, even if they're not a famous.
Yeah. I did look it up. I searched for it on a forum somewhere, and someone said that they got quoted for their wedding for it, and it was somewhere north of 10,000, maybe 20-ish.
20-ish is not that bad.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to a wedding, which, you got...
That's surprisingly lower than I would think.
Yeah. And I'm so envious that you got to be able to elope and get around most of that. You're still doing a lot of the, well, how close to, because that's now coming up too. You did the batch.
Next weekend, right?
Not this week. The fact that we both have to know when your wedding
it's next Saturday.
The 7th, right?
The 7th.
Yes. So how much of it are you gonna have like a ceremony, right?
No ceremony. I mean,
you did the ceremony, like
we're not going to do like a traditional ceremony. I'm just going to have my buddy do it.
Yeah.
And then we're just doing like a small lunch.
Yeah.
And then we're doing we're just going to a bar after.
Yeah.
And my buddy's band's playing at the bar.
Oh, so you're gonna have a band playing at the bar?
Fuck yeah.
We better not.
Damn, did I put that on the list? Total Eclipse. Because I'll get up there and rip it.
Yeah.
I'll text him after this and go, buddy.
Yeah.
I got a request.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, I'm doing that. I'm totally doing that.
Get one request in there. It's Total Eclipse of the Heart by
Will you get up there and sing it with me?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, no, that fucking song. We could do that. We can do Africa by Toto, Country Roads by Old Johnny Denver.
Country Roads.
Yeah.
Take me home.
Then we could do Leaving on a Jet Plane and just get different passports and go to Belize and just kiss these broads goodbye.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
That would be a dream honeymoon.
Yeah. The dream honeymoon you never come back from.
Just me and Dan in Belize.
Yeah. Dream honeymoon is where you don't go on it with your fiance or wife.
Oh, yeah, dude. Hell of a vacation.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's great. The
yeah, got that coming up.
Got that. Yeah, dude. The next few weekends, I'm going to be out. This past weekend, you would be glad to know that this has been an ongoing, developing conversation about whether or not I have autism. And my bitch wife loves bringing this up with other people.
Have you guys looked into it at all?
She strongly suggests that I go out and actually not try and get diagnosed, but like ask if I can be diagnosed. Like if I can actually get an actual diagnosis on this.
It's like getting a medical marijuana card these days.
Yeah.
People are just like, yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you don't.
I'm going to be like, hey, be like, yeah, actually, we did find out that you're autistic, and here's a prescription for as many opioids as you want. They would just sign off on anything. That's how it works.
Well, and you can get away with, people will just self-diagnose themselves with that now.
Yeah.
So that they can get away with being whoever they are. You can't say anything. Because I have a disorder.
That's exactly what I told Rachel. I was like, I want to do that because then you can't talk shit about me because you would be making fun of a disabled person.
Yeah.
Not that I want to lean into that, but like if she's going to continue to call me that, then like I might as well get an official diagnose.
Yeah.
But it came up because I was trying to sign up for a separate Google Voice number. Someone needed a free phone number. I was like, you can just use Google Voice like we use for the Bad Boy Hotline, 856-617-4626.
Tell us what's in your ass.
Yeah, tell us what's in your ass this week. Our ass this week is our bottles of Smittix, but left over from the batch.
Yeah.
But the thing I was trying to get a Google Voice number, and the Google account that I had set up wasn't working because I think I have it tied to this one. So there's like, anybody have another spare Google account they can use? I was like, yeah, I got one for a guy named Gary Lindell. The email was South Jersey Chimney at something or another. He started a chimney business. I have a whole business website set up for him with a fake image that was AI generated for a fake man.
Wow.
And people were just like...
Is it big industry, the chimney business?
Yeah, the chimney repair business in South Jersey is exploding right now.
Wow.
So I was like, if I got to create...
You got to get in now while the market's hot.
Yeah, and that's how many levels I go. It's like, not only did I have to create a fake email, but the fake email needed to be a business owned by a fake guy, and I needed a backstory, and I built a website for it so that it looks legit. And they were like, you have a problem. So.
Yeah. Well, you love doing stuff like that, and you love AI. Which is kind of kind of within that...
it's within that realm.
Within that realm.
It's an AI-generated image of an old man.
Algorithms and such.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. So maybe we have to get an official diagnose. So I'm going to have to find a telehealth provider and just be like, hey, can you guys have a convo with me about this?
Yeah.
And I'm going to wear my Pigeon Daddy shirt to really amplify it.
Yeah. And you're like, that. I just need a card that says it so I can get away with some stuff at work.
Yeah. And I'm just going to start randomly, just I'm going to make it look I have some tics and just start randomly cursing and shit. They'll be like, do you have Tourette's or autism?
I was going to say, now you're mixing up Tourette's.
I'm just going to mix a bunch of things into one and then just see what they throw at me.
Yeah. Well, it's a spectrum.
I'll take whatever. It is a spectrum. I'm all over it. Yeah. Yeah. So that's, you got that.
That's good. Yeah,
that's a good. That's a nice
that
update.
going on.
Yeah, I got that. I'll keep you guys updated.
You're getting married. I might have autism. What else?
What else is going on? Just like an open micer. What else?
What else?
3 minutes into my set. Yeah. So yeah, we got that. I'm gonna. You got your wedding coming up.
Yeah, I'm excited for that to be done.
Yeah.
And we're doing it, obviously.
The wedding or the whole planning process?
All of it. I mean, I have barely been involved in the planning process as most of us fellas are.
Yeah.
But even still, I just want to get, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. But I can't wait to get past that and just put it behind me.
Yeah, just put it behind me.
Just know that it's done. It's just, I don't like having that much pressure in terms of like something that is being planned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like up in the air. I want it to be done and over with.
Yeah. And I had little to nothing to do with our wedding either.
You were barely in it.
I was barely, yeah, no, I was just there for little smoochy poo towards the end of the ceremony.
You were standing.
I was barely standing. I had a few too many Guinnesses in myself that evening. It was actually March 14th. It was right around St. Patrick's Day. We were like, had some green worked into the
well, what
color
was
scheme.
weird too is for you guys' first dance, I've never seen a couple grind at their first dance.
Yeah.
That was a little odd. I mean, your grandma was a little taken aback.
Yeah, she was. She was over there in the urn, and it was kind of upsetting to a few people. But yeah. The most alarming part was that it was grinding on just some random Latina. It wasn't even my wife. So yeah.
And it was also to John Denver, which is weird because it didn't really go with the flow of things.
Yeah, some people don't grind to John Denver. I like to,
You're a guy that beats to his own drum.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes that drum is just the drummer to the Johnny Denver band, and it was leaving on a jet plane. So.
Yeah. Well,
damn, it's a time of firsts, though. I mean, how many weddings have you been to where the husband and one of the waitresses were grinding to "Leaving on a Jet Plane" by Johnny Denver?
I gotta say 0.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, 0. I was just at my buddy's wedding this past weekend. He got married on Saturday. Shout out to Hoon Daddy. We'll get him on the pod. He's a Maple Shade, South Jersey boy.
Oh yeah.
So he always says it's always cooler in the shade. So I want to get him on, and we'll find out if that's true.
Talk
cool about Maple Shade.
Just how cool that is. What is a characteristic that maybe he abides by, or that general shaders might have?
Well, he's a changed married man now. But I would say back in the day, Maple Shaders, if I had to say, are guys that steal stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking guys that drive an
They're a little Maple Shady, if you will.
I'm thinking sleeveless.
A lot of no sleeves.
No sleeves on any of their shirts. They got a couple like Celtic cross tattoos somewhere up here.
You better believe it.
Silver plated chains. Plated, not silver. They're just plated.
Yeah.
What else? Crew cuts, definitely.
Yep.
A couple of crew cuts. One ear piercing.
They actually, I would say they probably double up.
They doubled up. Yeah, they don't want to be gay.
Yeah, exactly. They will not be happy with any rumors about that flying around in Maple Shade.
Yeah. They'll get a bag over their head and thrown into the back of a van if that ever happens.
They'll get thrown into the shade.
Yeah.
But so I went to his wedding. Again, he's cleaned up his act since the Maple Shade days.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. They had a horn section come in at one point and start playing a bunch of songs. Fucking blew the roof off the place.
Damn.
And then like they had like umbrellas for everybody to like basically start mumming.
Yeah.
It was fucking dope.
Now, was he in the Mummers at one point, or was this just?
Yes. So I was, and I think he was in the same group as me. I can't remember, but like a lot of our friends did that for years. I'm pretty sure he did it with us, and yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
pretty sweet. I love a horn section, dude.
Yeah, what songs were they? I mean, you said that they played. What song did you say? What song
they did? The Eagles chant at one point. That was fucking sweet. But no, they did some older stuff, and then they actually did like renditions of newer songs. I'm trying to think of what songs that they had in there. I forget. I forget. It'll come to me, but they did like some old songs and new songs. That was like a updated version.
Nice.
Or not updated version, but like a twist on it, with the horn section. It was pretty cool.
Wasn't this past weekend one of the songs? Oh, it was close. Thursday was the 21st. Remember that song "September" by Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Oh, how could
21st of September. They had to have played that song if they had horns and everything.
I can't remember if they did. It was pretty lit up. They had a martini. What is it called?
A martini bar?
They had obviously open bar, but then they had a martini like ice luge, right? So you get all different types of martinis. It was just flowing all night. You can get espresso martini, dirty martini, coming out of fucking luge. You better believe Daddy was on the loose that night, dude. Daddy's night out.
You were just at the bottom of that luge, mouth wide open.
Oh yeah, dude. I fucking pulled my pants down, went direct. I boofed it, dude. Went directly in the ass. My wife is not happy, but no, we both went and had the night off because we had her sister watch the baby.
Yeah.
and we got fucking hammered. It was great.
Did you work your way back to the old compound, or did you?
We worked our way back to the old Rail Tavern.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah. Dude.
There's a nice hole in the wall, South Jersey spot right there.
Yeah, the Rail Tavern, dude, gets it done.
Yeah, definitely does.
And it's within walking distance from my house.
Yeah, so you can just stumble on back after.
Exactly.
Dude, I've only drank like once in the last couple of weeks. I mean,
I'm trying to cut back before the wedding because I'm like, dude, when I got back from my bachelor party, I gained legitimately like 7 pounds.
Yeah. You got to get a little shredding for the wedding.
I'm trying, dude, but I've literally, like, my goal was to lose like, 5 pounds, and I gained probably 10. So I'm going a little bit backward.
Well, that's why I wanted to cut back on it, because I was like, let me see how much weight I can lose by just cutting that out. Like the majority of wise, like
you're like, turns out I lost 20 pounds.
Yeah, I didn't realize, but if you don't drink like 2 cases of beer a week, like you can just significantly reduce your budget and your fiscal spending in the alcohol
especially
sector.
your budget, dude. Like when you're not buying a bottle of wine at night.
Yeah,
all of a sudden you're like, dude, I got some cash in my pocket.
And then I direct that cash right into the old shroom depository.
There you go.
Allegedly speaking, of course. Speaking of allegations,
smooth transition.
Speaking of allegations, I got a few, you got a few, but some that I'm hoping are gonna stick. I don't know if you've seen these from old Bobby Menendez in the state of New Jersey. You know this feller, old Bobby Menendez?
I don't know him.
Senator of New Jersey. This is
really? It's been a while since I've kept up with any senators.
Yeah, usually they're caught up in some type of crime, sex trafficking, child pornography. But Bobby Menendez, he's a classic guy. He's pushing 70. He's just been found out as he's the only senator in the history of the United States to be indicted twice on corruption charges. This is the second time. He got off in the mistrial in the last one. That was a bunch of horse shit. But this time, I think it might stick. So him and his bitch wife are facing years in prison because she is also being charged.
Okay.
Along with 3 businessmen from Egypt that were bribing him with bars of gold, hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash, and a brand new Mercedes convertible.
And did he take it?
Well, they charged him with it, and he got indicted with it, and he said, I'm not going anywhere.
Really?
I'm staying your senator.
Classic Bobby.
He's like, the prosecutors got it wrong, is what he said. He's like, sometimes they get it wrong, and they got it wrong this time.
So I wonder what his defense is. He's like, did they catch him with those things, or just like he was about to follow through with those transactions? So he's like, no, I wasn't. I was just horsing around.
They raided his house and they found $500,000 in cash.
There we go.
In his jackets, in envelopes inside of jackets, and they found these gold bars.
Whoa!
That they have DNA evidence of these Egyptian businessmen that were bribing him with these items.
You peel those back; they're chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
It says 1 kilo. It's like they're expecting to get cocaine, but it's just chocolate.
Yeah, it looks like what you put in a Christmas stocking. He's like, oh fuck, Menendez got duped.
Yeah, and then his wife got a brand new Mercedes black convertible.
They have all of the evidence that
they have all the evidence they need for influence peddling. Apparently, is what this is being like categorized as, and it's just general corruption.
I wonder what his defense was. He was like, Your Honor, I always keep $500,000 cash on me at all times.
Literally what he said was, he literally said that he has long fought for the humanitarian rights of the country of Egypt. It's like, you're a state senator in New Jersey.
Yeah, what the hell do you have anything
You're
to do
not
with
the governor. What the fuck do you have anything going on? Also, his parents were like from Cuba or something. It's like, that's great if you have a cause with Egypt, but how does that explain getting sent gold bars? Did they not have Venmo? You couldn't come up with a better reason. Right. But no, they found all the money in there, and he was like, actually, that's a lot of my own money that I've taken out of my own personal accounts. And it's like, yeah, because if I ever take out $500,000 in my own personal accounts working as a public servant, I would put it in sketchy brown envelopes inside of my jackets and hide them in closets. That's what I would do to look at least sketchy as possible.
Yeah.
Same thing with the gold bars.
How do you have that much money, pal?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, are you just...
Public servant.
Yeah, you're a public servant. Your salary is probably low 6 figures. I don't know if he's a career politician. I think he is, but he's pushing 70. So I love it. But I just love a New Jersey senator. This has Sopranos written all over it.
Yeah. How long's he been in office for?
He's been a state senator for years.
Because those are the guys that they like stay forever, right? Like, do they not have a limit? They don't have a tenure limit, right?
For senators,
or a term limit.
I think there's a limit for senators, but it's not like 2 terms like the president. I want to say it's more than that.
Is it like 6 years or something?
Probably. Yeah. I want to say that he's been a senator for a long time. I've known his name for a while now.
Wow.
But they got him during Hispanic Heritage Month. It's fucked up.
I wonder like what his sentencing will be, if anything, because he's 70.
Yeah,
he's been doing this shit for quite a while.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he's the second time he's been indicted, and he's like, I'm gonna beat the charges just like before. This guy just is an Italian wannabe, huh? He's living in North Jersey, corruption charges.
Damn, dude, these politicians are making out nice.
Yeah, they certainly are. So, I mean, it's a developing story here, but you know us. We'll stay on top of this. We've been staying on top of the Gary Busey sexual assault charges that happened last year. Nothing came of those.
Yeah.
But
good for Gary. We stand and we support him.
Yeah.
Unless those are true.
Yeah.
As stated previously.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to politicians being dirty dogs like this, I mean, this is totally a guilty until proven innocent type of claim. And that's where I get tough with these types of things, because something as blatant as this, especially coming from a politician, doesn't matter Democrat or Republican, just politicians that pull shit like this, you got to get fired up about.
Yeah. But nothing ever seems to happen.
No, nothing ever does. And he's rich, and obviously he's got $500,000 of spare money just from his personal accounts.
Yeah, I had to stop at Wawa this morning and pull out a couple, $100,000.
Yeah.
Pull out $500,000.
Wawa doesn't have gift cards that go that high, so I figured, why not? I'll just take out $500,000 in cash.
Yeah, I got to give my grandkids some Christmas presents.
Yeah, put them in these envelopes inside of jackets and stuff them in the back of my closet. So good on those federal search agents that went through his house and found that stuff.
Yeah, they got a little searchy warrant.
Yeah, I would love to see some federal agents go through my wife's closet like that. It would take them 2 years to get to the back.
Yeah,
they'd be going through that, and they would just be like, "Hey, can we take a break now?"
Yeah. You know what, guys? Fuck this. It's not worth it. We're giving up.
Yeah, we're giving up. We've gone through 97 different dresses. We're done. This one still has tags on it. She spent $190 on it.
She hasn't returned any of these.
Yeah, she hasn't returned them. I'd be sitting there watching them just getting fucking red in the face. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
We're opening up a new case.
Yeah. So, love New Jersey corruption in the political realm. That's
I
nice.
love corruption stories. It's so interesting to see how it goes down, what people are doing behind the scenes, and seeing them get exposed potentially.
Or
some people, maybe they get it wrong.
Yeah. And it's like everybody has businessmen from other countries that they ship money and gold bars to overseas.
Who hasn't been slipped a little bit of gold for their services?
Yeah. You and I have been there before. We've done a lot of work with Ralph's Dead Bodies in Deptford. They pay us on the side for endorsing them.
Yeah, you have sucked a lot of penis for a lot of gold coins in back alleyways.
Yeah. I just love when something like this happens, and he's like, "What? Like what?" It's like, meanwhile, we're gonna get audited by the IRS if we send too much money on Venmo.
Yeah, I was gonna say for like a $200 Venmo charge.
If I Venmoed you right now for $200 for your wedding, I'd get a knock on my door from the IRS tomorrow morning.
Hold your horses, Duke Lacrosse. We need to know how you're getting a hold of all this cash.
Yeah, where'd you get all that money? So I see why some people do that. I might have to withdraw my entire life savings and put it in my closet. I mean,
yeah, dude. I don't know if all $25 will fit in there.
No. I'm going to need to get a super heavy wallet. Yeah, the old Ridge won't be able to cut that.
Nope.
You ever have 25 singles at one time? It's thick.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of corruption in New Jersey, did you see Joey Chestnut lost a food eating contest in Trenton last week?
Get the fudge out of here.
They had the pork roll eating championships at the
if that ain't Jersey, I don't know what is. The
Trenton Thunder mascot served up pork roll on September 23rd inside of the minor league baseball stadium. You ever go to a Thunder game?
No, I have not.
I used to go as a kid because my grandmom lived up there.
River Sharks is South Jersey, right?
Yeah, River Sharks is Camden.
River Sharks.
They were an independent league, though. They weren't affiliated with a pro team.
Gotcha.
The Trenton Thunder were AA for the Red Sox and then for the Yankees, which I always thought was weird. How could you go from being the minor league farm system for Boston and then just switch to the Yankees? Feel like that'd be a conflict of interest. But They did have, like, Roger Clemens did some rehab games there when he was playing. Same with Derek Jeter, A-Rod. They would all go through Trenton, and it would, like, go crazy. But they had the pork roll eating championships there, and Joey Chestnut competed, and he lost. Can you guess how many the winner ate to win in a, let's see, it was...
The winner must have been eating Taylor ham, because they say that that's thicker. Or I mean, thinner.
Yeah. Well, this should solidify that it is pork roll and not Taylor ham.
That's true.
That's a long debated thing. And if a competition in Trenton, which is pretty much the middle of the state.
If they say pork roll, it's pork roll.
It's pork roll. So 10 minutes is how long they had. Guess how many the winner had to eat in 10 minutes.
So the winner ate in 10 minutes pork roll sandwiches?
Yep, pork roll sandwiches on Kaiser rolls.
So it's just pork roll on Kaiser rolls?
Not even Kaiser rolls. They look like standard hamburger buns. So how many of these can they put down in 10 minutes?
Oh, my God. I'm going to say, 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a while for those guys because they can put down like 70 in 2 minutes.
Well, the hot dog competition has a little bit different comparison, but for the hot dog eating contest, they get 12 minutes and they eat like 50 or 60, I want to say. Maybe even 70 these days.
Okay. So 10 minutes, pork roll sandwich. I'm going to say the winner ate... Don't fuck us up, Brendan. I'm going to say the winner ate 72.
No, under.
Okay,
44.
Oh, damn it.
He went with 44. But the guy who did win and beat Joey Chestnut, Chestnut actually holds the world record for eating pork roll sandwiches. He lost this competition, but he has the world record.
Which is what?
61 and a half.
Wow.
The world record, 61 and a half in 10 minutes.
Yeah, 72. I overshot that big time.
Well, I would have guessed the same thing because it's like you're looking at those sandwiches, and I know when I see those suckers.
Yeah, I could eat a good amount, but like God, you think about like after.
Oh yeah.
After 5 of those,
and all the bread. It's not so much the pork roll; it's just the buns on either side.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like with the sandwich with just stacks of pork roll, it's like it's kind of I don't want to say gross because I'd have a couple, but I mean, God, having 60 of those, or 44, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I would pay good money to watch the women's version of this, though. I think they just did a general one. It was all guys, of course, but I'd love to see some big broads throw back some pork roll.
Yeah. You love that.
I do. I would sit there.
That's because you watch a lot of lesbian porn.
Oh, yeah. Not that those women would be, be playing for that team, but I'd be walking around with the puke bucket. Yep.
It's the same idea of pork roll sandwich. You're sick, Dan.
Yeah. They got the everyone has to have good form when swinging a bat in baseball. When it comes to pork roll eating, you just got to be able to get a little. Yeah.
God, I do love pork roll. Pork roll is fucking great.
Now, do you go pork roll, egg and cheese with ketchup or what?
You know me.
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
Yeah.
You know when I order a bacon egg sandwich,
yeah,
I go bacon egg no cheese.
Oh fuck.
I know. Everyone shits on me. I go bacon egg no cheese. They go no cheese. I go no cheese every time they give you cheese because I think they go in the back. And I might have told this story before, but I think they go in the back. They're like, obviously this guy meant cheese. Like, has he ever had cheese? But we'll put cheese on it. He's gonna love it. But yeah, I'm a weirdo. Call me fucking weird. I don't like cheese on my pork roll sandwiches or my.
But you like cheese, and you're not lactose intolerant. Like you can have it, you like it, but you just don't put it on.
I just would prefer with no cheese. Here's the thing: if they fuck it up and they throw cheese on it, I'm gonna eat it.
Yeah,
it's not that big of a deal, but I'd prefer the no cheese.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, dude.
Damn.
Everyone gives me that exact disappointed look in their eye.
Yeah, why
is it so crazy?
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. I don't mean to sound crass, but I think you should go to prison with Bob Menendez.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has the same reaction. Like people, I've told that to people before, and they go, "Fuck you, fuck you, you piece of shit. You're 5'7" and you fucking stink." And I'm like, easy, guy. I just don't like cheese on my fucking, bagel sandwich.
That's just completely unacceptable. I'm at a loss for words.
Look, I don't know what to tell you, man. I was raised different.
Like, we don't put cheese on there. No Kraft singles for you.
Actually, it's just me. Everyone else in my family goes cheese. It's just, I don't know, man. Call me kooky.
Yeah, damn. We're about to psychologically dive into this. We're just gonna be like, so where did this begin? When did the cheese hurt you?
It. People start asking me questions, and they're like, "Yeah, how? When did this start? Did something happen to you?"
It's like you go out with like either coworkers or people where you're not totally familiar with someone's personal things, and then somebody's just like, they go around taking drink orders. Someone's like, "Oh no, I don't drink," and then they're like, "There's always a story behind it." Yeah. Some people want to ask, but you don't want to. So with cheese, I feel like people are going to dive into it in a similar way.
It's almost worse than that. I'd rather be the sober guy amongst people that drink and have to be like, "Hey, I'm not drinking tonight." That's easier than getting breakfast sandwiches with your boys and saying, "I'll have bacon, egg, and no cheese."
Yeah.
And everyone looks at you like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Yeah.
And I go, "No cheese," and they fucking
pop you right in your throat.
Go, "What'd you say, pussy?" And I'm like, "What, guys?"
Yeah. Rachel would do the same thing to you. She'd go, "What the fuck did you say, pussy boy?"
I don't know what happened. I don't know if somebody smacked me in the face with some cheese at some point, but I just, from a young age, I preferred no cheese.
Damn, no chip play.
But yeah, I like cheese on other things. You give me a turkey and cheese sandwich, I'm in.
Gobbling that down.
Fuck yeah. Love cheese pizza. I mean, obviously.
You're not a tomato pie kind of guy. You go cheese on top.
No, I actually don't really like a tomato pie. I want the cheese on it.
Fuck, you don't even like the tomato pie?
I mean, I'll eat it, but
I'm getting
I prefer cheese pizza.
See, this is like ultimately with guys, it comes down to just having a preference, right? Like I have preferences, but if a waitress at a diner came out with a plate of dog shit, I would be able to not be able to say no. I'd be like, yeah, no, it's fine. I'll take
you mind
it.
Putting some cheese on that?
Yeah, I'll take some cheese, but I won't complain, and I'll still tip you 25%. Just please, fucking
yeah. You go 25%.
No, and I don't. No, I was trying to make myself.
Man, really trying to inflate.
I go 10 tops.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're like Biden with the inflation here.
Yeah, because the whole tip industry, I've never worked a job that's required to be tipped at all, even though people did tip me for some of my services, you know?
Yeah, that was under the table, in many different ways.
Surprisingly, working at Wawa pumping gas, I don't know if people know, I've probably mentioned this before, I would get tipped from out-of-state people at Wawa all the time while pumping gas.
Really? Well, I guess to them, they're like, "Oh, wow, look at this. They pump the gas for you," because we're the only state that does that, right?
Yeah, we're the only state left. Oregon used to, and then they made that. But New Jersey's going to switch pretty soon, too.
Oh, no. That's all we got going for us, dude.
That's the only thing at this point. Gas isn't going to be any cheaper anymore in Jersey. You know how it's always cheaper than Pennsylvania? They signed into law a few years ago. Probably Bobby Menendez was a part of this shit, too. They signed a gas tax that in perpetuity, the state can make the gas tax as high as they want. So there's nothing that they can retroactively go back and change. It's just going to keep going up, and that'll cause the price that we pay to be higher because the taxes are built in.
So you're saying like with the prices now, they can't now go lower than that?
No, they can't. They have like this law in that says the state can decide to raise the gas tax whenever they want for no reason, just whenever and however much as they want. So there's like nothing that says that nobody can come in and say you can't raise the gas tax. The state like has a law that says they can do it. And the gas taxes in New Jersey, they were like the third lowest, and now they're in like the top 10 highest. And you don't see the taxes that you pay on the gas because it's just one price. It's like $3.20 for a gallon of gas. The taxes are built into that.
Oh, wow.
So like as the prices go up, if you break down the cost per gallon, the taxes are like, I think now 18% of it, 14% or something like that.
Holy shit. It's like when you go to CVS and it's like you get a thing of toothpaste and it's fucking $12. And like the retail markup on that, it's like it's obviously it doesn't cost that much to make.
Yeah.
But the way that these retail stores mark shit up now, it's absurd.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people will buy shit directly online if you can for
Yeah.
You go into CVS now, you can't walk out of there without spending like $75. I'm like, I got a stick of deodorant and a fucking thing of floss.
Yeah.
And I just paid, a monthly bill.
Yeah, it's getting pretty fucking insane these days. On top of that, they're still printing out those receipts that are like 3 miles long too.
Yeah, dude. Just so bums can wipe their ass with it.
Yeah, it's like you got a stick of deodorant and a pack of chewing gum. Here is your 24
Here's your scroll of the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, I do love how people. Have you gone to use I like using the self-checkout machines at places because I don't have to have a conversation with somebody. I don't have to tell them my phone number if they ask for it. I can just go in. It's a lot quicker sometimes. But I like when I can't get something to work work, and the person like sighs and groans and comes over to me like, oh, you got to do this. So it's like, I'm sorry, I don't fucking work here. I don't know your
I was not
POS.
trained on this machine.
Yeah, I didn't go through your training. I don't know your, core values and the HR built into this. Are you going to give me a raise if you figure out like...
See, that's why I like having the cashier, because I don't want to have to deal with that, if I got fucking bananas or if their one machine doesn't work and then you got to wait around. I'm like, just have somebody else fucking do it for me.
Yeah.
Now, if there's a long line, it's convenient to have that as an option, but they'll never keep a cashier anymore. In most places, they're all self-checkout, and they might have one cashier working.
Yeah, a lot of just grocery stores now, it's like the bulk of them are self-checkout machines.
Right.
Walmart has most of them now. They all have like security cameras built in. They really upgrade their security systems. Yeah. I just like it too, going the self-checkout route, because then I'm not being judged by the person behind the counter on what I'm buying.
That's true.
It's like, let me buy my duct tape and a bag of ice and let me go on out by myself.
Didn't know they sold extra small condoms here. Easy, guy.
Sure do. Been coming here for years.
Got a special weekend planned for my lady.
Yeah, the old lady.
The old lady.
The old lady, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I got a couple other articles we can hit on here.
Fuck yeah.
I saw this the other week that a Florida man was arrested trying to cross the Atlantic Ocean in a giant hamster wheel.
Really? Yeah. Now that's one way to spend your weekend.
Yeah, so there it is.
I love it.
Dude, that's a fucking capsule going to the Titanic.
Why was he arrested?
He was arrested, and it gets really interesting because...
as if that's not interesting enough.
He was attempted to cross the Atlantic Ocean from Florida to the UK in a giant hamster wheel in August. He was stopped by the Coast Guard, and he allegedly negotiated for 3 days with the officers. He was found 70 miles east of Georgia. A court filing said
he made it 70 miles in that
70 miles in that thing. And I think it comes down to like legally, like when you even have boats on the water, you have to pass safety inspections. You have to
imagine this guy in a fucking hamster wheel getting crushed by waves and having to be like, and still fucking, wheeling out there.
Yeah.
And like every time you get close, you just get crushed by a wave and get fucking brought back to shore. And he's like, fuck. Where was he going?
He was going to the UK from Florida, and he worked his way up to Georgia.
Buddy, fly Spirit Airlines, dude.
Yeah, Spirit Airlines can't be that bad if you want to be at a hamster wheel. Maybe he's just trying to prove a point.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Spirit does suck. He's like, I'd rather fucking hamster wheel my ass over the ocean.
Plus, he gets water for free on there, and he doesn't need doesn't get charged extra for bringing a personal item.
But so this was just like a personal...
It was just like, a personal...
something I've always wanted to do. And
yeah, he had a similar incident in 2021.
Yeah, of course he did. Of course he did.
That sounds like something I would do, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In 2021, he left St. Augustine in the hamster wheel, headed to New York. Due to complications, he was brought back to shore and had no injuries. However, this time, he was...
What's this thing made out of?
Dude, it looks like it's a wire cage with like a bunch of... almost like gas canister looking things.
How does he breathe in that thing?
I have no idea, but like I'll give it to him. The engineering on this thing, I mean, that looks safer than the submarine that went to the Titanic. I'll give him that. Got some nice air holes to breathe through. The funniest part about this, though, was that he was found in the hamster wheel, and he allegedly negotiated for 3 days with officers. He told them that he was armed with 2 knives and threatened to use a bomb to blow himself up.
To blow himself up?
Inside of the hamster wheel. He's when like, they stopped him.
If you guys don't let me go, I'm blowing this whole operation wide open.
Yeah, this whole thing. I got all the documents in here. I know everything.
I don't even know physically how that works when you're on water of just...
The hamster, I don't know how this thing was powered or how it moved. It doesn't say, but I think we should be taking this guy's advice. I think we should build these things in.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the kids on boogie boards that got run over by him every time he got pushed back to shore.
Is this how people are getting across the border these days? Hamster wheels?
Well, that's the problem here. How many, I think, wasn't it a record was just set this year with illegal crossings on the border, yet they stopped this guy 70 miles off the coast?
Yeah.
Fucking let him go.
Yeah, how did he get set? If you can get 70 miles in that thing, you deserve it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to get 7 miles, let alone 70. And it seems like it's a self-propelled thing, right?
That's what I'm assuming. Like, I'm picturing him just in there.
In there crawling like a hamster?
But, like, you would think, like, wouldn't it just spin on top of the water?
Yeah. It couldn't be very efficient.
No. I think that's why,
Yeah.
Most people do boats.
Yeah, and then imagine if a hurricane came through and he's just sitting there in that fucking thing.
God, that would be funny.
Yeah, it would be. He wouldn't get toppled over. I was watching The Perfect Storm last night. Some of these boats were getting knocked all over the place.
Yeah, that might be a good, like, impenetrable situation. Just put yourself in a little fucking ball and let the ocean take you wherever you to go.
I think we got to get in contact with this guy and fire one of these puppies up down Seaside Heights.
Yeah. You got to just bring plenty of snacks, and then you could just fucking ride it out until the Coast Guard gets you.
Do you think anybody would stop us if we were crossing a boardwalk to get to the beach in Wildwood with one of these things?
I don't know. They've probably seen some shit where they might, just go, you know what?
Yeah. You know what? Just let them do it.
Yeah. No, we get stopped by some of the boardwalk cops.
The rent-a-cops.
Rent-a-cops.
Meanwhile, wasn't the mayor of Wildwood that just got charged with a corruption case earlier this year too?
Yeah. We covered that on one of the episodes, right? Where
we were talking on the Handsomes podcast about that.
Yeah.
Where he was talking about he got charged with a corruption, but he was the same guy that said no drinking alcohol on the beach type of thing.
Well, he has his line, and he sets it.
Yeah.
He sets it hard.
Yeah. But we're a couple of bad boys. We'll take it for a spin. Get it out there. Get all the boogie boarders out of the way.
Yeah.
And I got one more article here. Man found carrying around the mummified corpse up to 800 years old in a food delivery bag in Peru.
Okay.
So photos show a skeleton in the fetal position lying in a red bag with a reflective inner lining commonly used for food delivery companies. So it's like one of those Uber Eats of Peru.
Oh my God.
And he was driving around with a mummified body inside of it.
That was 80 years old?
800 years old.
What?
They had an 800-year-old corpse mummified in the food delivery bag.
Did he... question. Did he like find this and then go, oh shit, you know what? I gotta see like how I can, sell this thing, sort of situation where he's like, I can't let anybody know about this because this could be like some sort of artifact, or is this something that's passed down as a family tradition where they go, hey, this is your great grandmother. We keep her in the grocery bag and you gotta go hand this over to your cousins.
Time for you to take Nana out for her daily bike ride while you deliver food. So I don't know what. Maybe it was just trying to justify a food delivery charge on these takeout apps.
Yeah,
these delivery apps where you get charged $18 for a 5-mile delivery fee.
Yeah, they're like, hey, for 20% more, we will deliver a corpse.
And 800
along with your GoPuff order.
Yeah. It bears the logo of a Uruguayan takeout company, which is very popular throughout South America. So it's like South America's Uber Eats in a way. I'm trying to figure out.
Man, you can Uber Eats anything over there. Like, hey, I'm not hungry right now, but could you go dig up my ancestor and bring him over here?
Look at it just sitting there, just like its head popping out.
That is disturbing.
Oh, shit. So they got a quote from him. Local media company published an interview with Julio Caesar is his name. Badass fucking name. Julio Caesar is definitely
down by the schoolyard. Classic.
Julio Caesar is definitely the name of a guy that drives around with a mummified corpse in his delivery bag.
Apparently.
He said the body belonged to him, and this was his direct quote. It sleeps in my bedroom with me. There's my bed, the TV, and next to it, there's Juanita. I take care of it. It's like, if you'll pardon the expression, it's as if my spiritual girlfriend, he told the media outlet.
Did he find this at some point?
Like, the best part, scans later found out that the body is in fact of a male, a Juan, not a Juanita.
Classic.
How pissed do you think he...
Not only is he a, necrophiliac, but he's a gay necrophiliac.
And he didn't know it. Like,
that's good stuff.
His reaction, wait, you're telling me that corpse that has been living with me and I make sweet love to?
That's where I draw the line.
Fuck. He's like, yeah, lock me up.
Oh, that's a dude? Oh, that's sick.
That's fucking disgusting. That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
He just walks in, he just turns himself in, place the cuffs on me, and throw away the key.
He's like, yeah, I got something to tell you guys. I'm gay. He's like, I'm ashamed.
Yeah.
Oh man,
he's trying to come out
fucking gross.
He's trying to come out as a necrophiliac, and they are expecting him to say that, and he's like, I'm gay.
Yeah, Mom, Dad, I got something to tell you.
So that's actually just fantastic news. But hopefully the mummified body works its way into a museum. Maybe we'll tour the country, go up to the Museum of Art in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that would be great.
You can go see it there. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, damn, we covered a lot of stuff here.
We got to catch a Birds game.
Yeah, we do got to catch a Birds game. So we're gonna cut this one. We're
keep a little short one. We haven't had a short one in a while.
Yeah, and then we'll have one of your buddies on an upcoming episode.
Yeah, getting some people lined up. Got some ideas. We'll get some townspeople.
Yeah, get some townspeople. That's what we got to do. We're going to branch out from the usual slew of comedians and work in some just good old South Jersey degenerates like yourselves.
Damn right.
Yeah, so we'll do that, and then we'll have to get a video of us singing Total Eclipse of the Heart at your your wedding and throw that sucker on there.
You got anything to plug?
Not in particular, other than this weekend going to Duke Notre Dame down in Old Durham. Hopefully it will come out before Saturday. You can look for me at College Game Day out on Duke's campus. I'm going to be trying to find some Asian baddies down there with a medical degree. You know how I roll.
Come on.
And then I'll be at the game with my shirt off, painted chest, the whole deal. So nice. I'm going to be a blue daddy down there with my pigeons. What do you got going on?
Yeah, dude, pigeon daddy. Nothing. We just, we talked about it last episode, but Buddy Harris's special this Saturday.
That's right.
It's one of the few things they got cooking right now, but it should be fun. Newtown Theater this Saturday. Get your tickets.
Yeah.
And support Budward.
Yeah, please do. That old man needs our support, and
now more than ever.
Now more than ever, he's only got a few good years left in him. So
true
please,
pigeon daddy.
Yeah, he's the ultimate pigeon daddy of our coop. And I got some. Actually, hopefully, we'll be able to release some details on the old project I got cooking. I'll fill you in after the cast here, but we got some fun stuff cooking coming around the area. We're getting stuff moving here, so
let's go.
Can't wait to. We'll have to have the old partner. I got cooking with that on here pretty soon. But other than that, I think we're good.
All right.
Yeah, go Birds. See ya.